Hello and welcome to Real Estate Ride Along. This is episode number 10.
10 weeks of fun.
10 weeks of fun. And I do have to say, it is a Wednesday. We usually record on a Monday, but the week just kind of got the better of us.
Busy time these days, right? It's a good thing, though.
And I'm really impressed that we were able to persevere despite some, I don't want to say challenges, but despite a hectic schedule for the week. Yeah.
We make things
because we
work.
almost were like, let's scrap it this week. It'll be the first one.
It'll be like a mid-season break, I think I mentioned.
Yeah, but we were like, no, we're going to do it.
We don't
so
do that
here we are,
we
and we're going to post on Friday.
Yep.
And here we are to episode 10, Real Estate Ride Along. Today, we are going to talk about what Zillow is introducing as basically an open-end 7-day agreement for buyers, which will help kind of offset or alleviate this new National Association of Realtors ruling that buyers will now have to sign buyer broker compensation agreements prior to touring homes and when writing offers.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this?
It's interesting. I think I have some questions. We have a article that we read over that explains some stuff, but it sounds like it's kind of like a demo date with an agent in a way. You have 7 days to essentially meet with this agent. They are able to show you properties because it's kind of like a, I want to say like a minor buyer's broker agreement, because it is a buyer's broker agreement because legally they have to have one, but there's no compensation that's negotiated on it yet.
Correct.
Got it.
And it's an open agreement, which means that they can go tour the properties. They can decide if they want to write an offer on any of those properties and or if they want to work with the agent that they toured with. And then they would go into an exclusive buyer broker compensation agreement.
Yeah. It seems more natural, actually.
Yeah.
Versus, I've never met you, sign this, it's 2.5%.
Yeah. 3%.
3%. Yeah. 3%. Some of those
value. It's all about value. It's not about the cost. It's about the value. So what do you bring to the table? Relationships, experience. Am I going to get the deal done?
Of course.
All that stuff plays into it versus like if you're paying somebody and you're not getting the results you want, why are you going to pay them?
Totally. And I think the biggest thing, I don't want to go off like on a tangent here, but relationships are just so important. My time in this industry, I feel like who you know is so important. Just going through a transaction and potentially winning the deal or the offer, it's huge.
Yeah, I agree.
And having that trust and respect built is like a really big thing. And someone like yourself, I mean, you've really made a name in this town in a good way. In a good way, everyone. But this is interesting. I mean,
I was wondering what Zillow was doing. I knew that they had come out with something because their whole platform is based on basically internet click. I want to see this house, and then an agent meeting you at the house, and now you have to have a contract, essentially a buyer broker agency agreement before you can look at a property with an agent. So I was wondering what they were going to do. That makes sense.
It's a less invasive one.
It is less invasive. I mean, but think about it, right? It's like if you're going to hire an attorney, usually the attorney will give you like 30 minutes or 15-minute consultation, and then they'll send you their fees. What are they going to charge you? What is their retainer? And then you decide if you want to use them for their services or if you want to use somebody else or
well said. That's exactly
consult with somebody else. And I think again, that is what the National Association of Realtors lawsuit settlement is actually going to do to our industry is professionalize it. It's going to mean that we have to show our value as agents and that we have to be able to express our value and that a buyer has to be able to afford the services that they're getting or that we need to be able to negotiate the cost of the realtor fees on the buyer side with the seller regardless during the negotiation.
So, I think it's more discussion up front. That's what it is. And like you said, it's if you're professional and you're showing your value and having that discussion with them, it almost in a sense will make things smoother with everything else through it.
I agree.
I mean, it's a more open conversation. So I mean, I think it's kind of a good thing.
I think it is too. And I applaud Zillow, like I've been a Zillow agent, but I applaud Zillow for being creative, thinking outside the box, and creating a product that I believe will make a buyer feel a lot more comfortable in
totally.
reaching out and actually going to look at properties with a Zillow agent. And I think like the name of the game is being able to nurture our clients, make them feel comfortable with the process. And if we're just like, we can't show you this house until you sign this agreement that's going to last this long and cost you this much money with a brand new person that you just met, like I personally would not feel comfortable doing that.
100%, especially with what's the time frame of this buyer broker agreement? I mean, if it's
and how
like
much
3
is it
months,
worth?
you're stuck with this person in a sense, and who knows who you're getting. I mean,
So I actually, you know, I actually applaud Zillow for being creative and coming up with a solution that I believe is consumer friendly and protecting the consumer, which is what we're all about.
Yeah, it just seems normal. You need to get to know someone before you can make a decision if you feel like it's the right fit to work with them.
I agree.
It's as simple as that.
I agree.
So
we would love to hear what you think about what Zillow's doing and how you are going to feel as a buyer about signing a buyer broker compensation agreement in order to go look at properties.
Yes. Please let us know.
Yeah. Comment below.
Comment.
That's a wrap.
That's
episode 10, real estate
on a Wednesday.
Right along.
Mitch
with Revest Loans. Shemeika Fox
with Fox Realty Group.
Yeah.
Contact us with any questions. She's full of knowledge, as you guys know, and I'm just a driver.
No, he's amazing. He's very smart, and he is so efficient and on it, and very communicative. He will get your loan done, and I have been very impressed with his speed and thoroughness.
Wow, definitely going to be reposting this. All right, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Wrap.
All right.